Hi guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. It is freezing. I don't know if you can see in the camera the frost all over the floor, but it's cold. It's cold, and for me today, it's a very, very sad day. But before I go into that, don't forget to click like, hit the subscribe button. It all helps. And hope you're enjoying the channel. So, guys, never thought in a million years I'd be telling you all this. This morning, somebody come to collect a car that belonged to me for many years. It was in my collection for many years. Never thought I'd let it go, but due to some circumstances, I thought, do you know what, it's the right time. But we don't need to be sad. We don't need to go into that, all the nitty-gritty stuff of why I sold it. But yes, I've sold a car out of my collection. There is some good news, and the good news is I've replaced it, and it's behind me. This corner. Oh, if you haven't already guessed, it's a Lancia Delta HF Turbo. Right guys, so I won't bore you with what the car does, its stats, because you can go on YouTube and everyone does that sort of thing. I just want to tell you why I brought it, why I love it. As you already know, if you follow the channel, I've got an Integrale Evo one, which I absolutely love. Reason why I brought this, if any of you have actually driven one, it's like, I don't know, to compare the two, if you're driving Integrale, it sits on the road well, you can trust it, it gives you positive feeling around the corners, it's an absolute weapon. But when you jump in one of these, the only way I could describe it is it's as close to death as if you drive an Uno Turbo. It's scary when you drive one of these. It's like a little fly whizzing around. Huh?
Rowdy younger brother.
It's like it's rowdy older brother, older. But yeah, this though was the very first, you know. I love it. 2-wheel drive, 1.6 turbo, Lampredi engine again, 8 valve. But this is where it all began. This one, obviously, it's got the Integrale lights, Integrale bonnet, and the Integrale wheels. But it looks cool, and I drive it around. People think it's an Integrale, but these are so, I can't stress to you guys how fun these things are to drive. I don't even know why these haven't shot up crazy in value. After I show you around it, we're going to jump in it and we're going to go down the road in it and try and show you how cool it is to drive. But yeah, it's had a few mods. It's got the Integrale interior as well, which I really like. But honest, like, James, come look at this. 1.6, 8 valve, twin cam Lampredi engine. Believe it or not, this car, it was actually my car about, I don't know, 5 years ago. And I sold it, and I regret letting it go. So when I saw it back up for sale, I had to buy it back, mainly because it is a good car, it's solid, and I wanted to replace the car I sold. And this was perfect, it's ideal for it. So I'm not completely saddened by what I've let go, but I think this is cool, and I'm going to enjoy summer with this thing. Also, you know what? You know why else I bought it? The Integrale is too nice. It is literally concourse, where this one, You could get in it, enjoy it. If it rains, it doesn't bother you too much. You can leave it in a car park, where the Integrale, I can't, because I'm too paranoid over it. So that's under the bonnet. And then, look at this, how cool and retro does that look? Even the bolsters, normally the bolsters are rubbish on these seats, but they're in good tact. Steering wheel's all nice, original gear knob, HF floor mats, and everything inside it works. The only issue I had with it when I brought it was a bad earth, which I've rectified, but I love it. James, let's go out on it.
Start her up.
Starts on the button. None of this normal rubbish Italian malarkey. On the button. And it's cold. And she purrs, ticks over. One thing I might do is I might put a stainless steel exhaust on it. Oh, what's that noise? Yeah, it's alright. It'll go. It's the fan belt. I need to change it. Well, it's probably loose. Hang on. Oh, hang on. It's got a dump valve. Right, so let's take it out and I'll show James what this thing can do. Everything on the dash works, apart from it's telling me I'm low on brake fluid. Don't know why it's flashing. Red, red, you're low on brake fluid. But you know what? Who cares? That's just typical Italian cars. So you ignore it. Check it, man. Don't rely on these warning lights. Oh, it's a bit slippery, isn't it? It's ice on the road. It's so similar in here to an Integrale. Everything rattles. Everything's cheaply made.
Lightweight.
It's lightweight, yeah. It's like being an Integrale. We've got oil pressure. We've got no horn. Do we have electric windows? Oh, the electric windows work.
Well, that one does this.
Everything works.
Does my one work? No.
It doesn't.
Oh, it does.
It does. See? Both electric
That
windows
is
work.
The most difficult to move switch.
Yeah, I know.
Of the history of the planet.
Yeah, I don't know why they put the Lancia switches down here. They're like really
They're so
annoying.
stiff.
Stiff. Yeah, that is stiff, isn't it?
They really are to move.
And in an awkward position as well. Like, why not just stick it on the door cards? Why did you put them down here and they're really piddly? But we don't drive these cars anymore for that. We drive them for the fun, the joy, yeah, the headaches and the joys they bring. And the cool little turbo gauge in the middle of the car, like the Uno Turbo. That's what I have to say about cars of that era. The turbo gauges are smack in the middle of your face. Don't worry about the oil gauge. Don't worry about the temperature. All you need to worry about is the turbo gauge. How's that feel? Quite pokey. So guys, I may have ruined it a little bit. When I brought it, it did have its original wheels on it. And I took them off and I put the Integrale wheels on it because they look better. But it don't perform as good anymore. Ah, the roads are so icy. Okay, right. What do you think to the Recaro seats? What do you think? Do they?
I think they are very comfortable.
Yeah.
Very bolstered. They're well bolstered.
Yeah, they're well bolstered. They do support you.
Yeah.
I love this drive
They're
position.
not uncomfortable. They're actually really nice. I understand why they're so expensive because
Yeah.
they're really cool.
I love the driving position. Maybe because I'm a short Italian man, but I love it. It does feel like a little go-kart. Really. So James didn't know this car even existed, but basically this was the very, very beginning of where it all started with the Lancia Integrale. Yeah, front wheel drive, 1.6, 8 valve engine, and then later on, when they made this into the Integrale, they made it 4-wheel drive. The engine was 2 litre 8 valve, looks really similar to what you've got under the bonnet on this. And it all went from here really. The rest is history. So this engine is really popular. You'll find that some of the Uno Turbo guys have actually used this engine and put it in their Uno Turbos. She pulls really well.
It's actually surprisingly smooth.
Isn't it? Look at that. For a 1.6, 8 valve. It's quicker than my Uno.
Yeah.
And don't forget, these are really light as well. I think it's time now to tell you what car I've actually sold. And I've actually let go of my Uno Turbo. This year would have been 10 years of ownership of that car. And yeah, so I've actually sold it. I know I didn't think I'd actually ever do it. I wasn't going to do it, wasn't going to sell it. That thing was going to stay with me for life. But I won't get into the details, but I've sold it. And I needed something else to replace it with. So here you go. I bought a Lancia HF Delta. And I absolutely love it. It is so cool. And there's not many on the road. In fact, it's more rarer than the Integrale. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy this car this spring, summer, take it to some shows. And again, I don't need to worry about this one. I can go out on it, I can enjoy it. My Integrale, I can't enjoy it because it's too nice, and I always worry if someone goes into it or can't leave it in a car park. But this I can. It's clean, it's nice, but not too nice. But it is still a good example. So yeah, let's drop it a gear. Let's drop it 2 gears. Hey guys, thank you for watching today. Hope you like my replacement. This is an in-between, like in-betweener between an Integrale and my Uno Turbo. I am sad I've let the Uno go. 10 years this year it would have been. Never thought a million years I'd sell that car. But, you know, I can't explain why, but I've done it and I sold it. But I've got a replacement and I'm more than happy with this. This is brilliant. The way it drives, the way it handles, it is such a fun car to drive. And like I said earlier, I can use it, and I do intend to use this one quite a lot this year. So yeah, as soon as the weather's better, springtime, I'm going to be taking this to some shows. Probably get Dan to drive the Integrale or this one. We'll take them both, I don't know. Actually no, he could drive this one. He ain't drive my Integrale. Sorry Dan. Dan's inside in the warm while I'm out here freezing. But guys, thank you for watching. Again, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It all helps, and we'll see you soon on the next episode.